Well, hello, and welcome back to the channel. So for today's ride, we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna ditch the state park and we're gonna head down to the beach. I've been wanting to do just a nice long ride that is more of an endurance ride than the casual kind of ride that we take through the state park. So today, we're gonna head down West Beach Boulevard all the way to the very end, turn around and come back. Door to door, it is a 20-mile ride. Took me a little over an hour to do. It's very hot, very humid, and for some reason windy as all get out. So I do apologize for some of the audio, but it turned out to be a great ride. Hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching.
What the heck was that? Like a bat or something, or a leaf. I am a leaf on the wind. Moth. Something winged. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Have a good one. I almost didn't see her sitting there in the shadows. She's got two dogs. She walks every morning with her little tricycle. I run into her quite often. All right. Well, hopefully once we get out of off of Fort Morgan Road, we will start to see a little more sunlight. I did get started particularly early today. It's been so dadgum hot that I wanted to get out before the temperature started creeping up into the mid to upper 80s. It was already like 82, 83 when I woke up. So and this is going to be a long open ride. Won't have the tree canopy for this ride. We'll see how it goes. This time of morning is nice also because everybody got their headlights on, so you can see cars coming a lot further away, even in these little apartment complexes and stuff like that where hedges and stuff can conceal them. You can see those headlights a little bit further out. This hill does take a little workout. This is the biggest elevation change, and it's pretty steep. It's like maybe, I don't know, it's more than 20%. Pretty darn steep. As long as I kick in the boost, I can get up it with no problem. Like everything else, it's learning how to ride the bike and use the tools that are on the bike. If you just change gears, it's going to be still going to be a challenge to get up that hill. But if you change the boost setting on it, it makes it that much easier to get up and over that hill. All right. Everybody's still asleep. It's a good time for a bike ride. Alright, don't get all over my cameras. I did a ride the other day, recorded it, got home to look at the footage on it, and realized that in the beginning of the ride I rode by some sprinklers and I got shot in the face with it and didn't think anything about my cameras, and got home and looked at all the footage and saw that I had big huge water droplets on the lenses for 90% of the ride, so all that footage was trashed. Live and learn. I have a new camera coming that I'm going to mount to my helmet. Should give me that first person POV through the handlebar look. And that way, wherever I look, you'll be looking. And I think that'll be nice. So I'm just waiting on that to come in. It should be in the first of this week. Maybe by the time this video goes up, I've already got it. Oh, driving by that barbecue joint. Terrible. What do we got traffic wise? I was gonna ride down Windmill Ridge Road right there. until I realized it doesn't have a bike lane on it. And it gets tight in some areas down there. So I'm just gonna go all the way down to either down to First Avenue or all the way to Beach Boulevard and just ride up. I actually used to live at the end of Windmill Ridge Road years ago, and I always think it's kind of nice to go back and visit where I used to live, but not on a bike, I don't guess. Ah, this is gonna be wet. Come on, people, adjust your sprinklers. The old souvenir city shark. When we come back, when the sun's up, I want to go over to the Surf and Style and Surf Style and check out the Wyland mural that's on the back of it. I thought that would be a good place to go get a whatchamacallit, thumbnail for the video. Wow, this wind is going to be nasty. This is the day I wish I had brought a lanyard. The day I don't wear it, the day the wind is going to be just brutal. It is just kicking this morning, and I'm riding right into it. So hopefully the audio will be good and it won't be terrible. Maybe I can do some magic with some equalization to take out the most of the low end out of it. Wow, that one's nice little gust right there. And the sad thing is there's no storms in the area or anything. It's just a particularly windy day. It's also trash day, as you can tell. Might turn into a video where I time lapse a little bit of stuff and throw some like a music track underneath it. If the wind just gets unbearable on the audio, we'll see how it goes. All I can do is ride the ride. And with so many, like I ride daily, but I don't post videos that often. And it's usually because there's been something that in my mind made the video unwatchable. And so I just got rid of it. I am my own worst critic. All right. All the beach boys getting together, getting ready to go out and do their rental jobs. Rent their lawn chairs. going to be windy. Well, good thing about a headwind. Going back, you get a tailwind. See it slapping on that piece of plastic there. On your left. Rumble strips. God, I hate those. Look at that flag up there. I'll be cruising along here, 15 miles an hour. That wind will hit me, I'll drop down to 12. It's crazy riding down through here. I remember when a lot of these places were built after Frederick came through back in the 70s. Remember when that place was built? I remember when there was nothing down here. There was a time you could cross over the pass down here, and there might be 3 houses, and then you drive forever and there would be nothing. It's completely different these days. There's wall to wall. Take a little breather. I've been pedaling hard for a while. There's a difference between riding this and riding through the state park. The state park, you can pedal, and since it's up and down, there's a lot of downtime pedaling. This is just constant cadence. For cyclists who say e-bikes are cheating, well, My bike weighs 3 times more than yours, has probably 3 times the rolling resistance as a gravel bike does, and I'm in pedal assist 1, 7 gears. I only have 7 gears versus 10 or 12, you know, on a gravel bike. So yeah, I beg to differ with you, especially since like I did an hour and 20-minute ride the other day, and when I got home and checked my heart rate monitor, I had an hour and 10 minutes of being in the moderate range to vigorous range on my heart rate monitor. So I'm definitely getting the workout that I desire, you know. I once watched a video of a guy he's a mountain biker, and the video was basically that e-bikes are a great way to train for mountain biking because it helps with his endurance and his stamina, because he can go further he could go further on the e-bike, get in more time in the saddle, and in his personal opinion, the e-bike basically elevated him from being a mediocre mountain biker to being more on the level of a pro. And it didn't give him really an advantage. He still had to ride the bike. It just elevated his stamina a little bit. On your left. I swear at times I think it's just getting more windy or windier. I just hope that hope the audio be usable. Well, what I'm hearing in my ears is just like being in a hurricane. A lot of people do stupid stuff like that. Well, we want to go to the beach. see that flag just whipping in the wind. And a lot of these people that park like that, they're walkers. I realized that the other day. I passed a girl who was she was jogging back towards where I come from, and there was a bunch of cars sitting on the side of the road. And then about 10 minutes later, she passed me in one of the cars that was sitting there. This is the other one I can't stand, are the people that put their dadgum trash cans out in the middle of the bike lane. I was telling someone last night, I kind of want to go to the city council meeting and say something about all the trash cans in the bike lanes, because it says, you know, to take them out to the street. Well, as far as I'm concerned, this is still the street. And they should be set back off of it, because the trash guy can pull up next to them, right? But you're sitting out here in the lane of traffic, so you're making me now swerve into the roadway to avoid your trash can. And according to the rules, if you're utilizing the bike lane, you got to have a headlight, a tail light, the ability to signal. I don't see any horn, any lights on these dadgum trash cans. So I think they should be ticketed for illegal use of the bike lane. I'm just kidding about that part, but it is really annoying, especially if you're going through a subdivision. And we've taken the time to put bike lanes in, but all the homeowners are piling tree limbs, grass clippings, all kinds of crap, trash bags. They're piling all that stuff up in the bike lane. It's more prominent in the subdivisions where the entitled golf clubbers have nice lawns, and they don't want the city's trash truck with its claw coming and picking limbs up and everything and messing up their grass. Like, people out here really don't care, because you ain't got a lawn, you've got sand. It's like my house, I really don't care. My lawn is beach. So I just wheel up next to the road and dump all my stuff next to the road, and I don't care if a piece of grass gets disturbed. I ain't got much grass to begin with. I got a whole lot of sand. I like this run in the morning. There's not hardly anybody around. The occasional car. So mostly I'm out here by myself, and some joggers. I'm gonna slow down, breathe a little bit. I will say this, with this dadgum wind, it's not particularly as bad as I thought it would be. My light's still on. The security booth down there, and the sun's coming up over my shoulder. I can get a good view of the sunrise behind me. We're not far from our turnaround. Going up here to Laguna Key or Laguna Cove, whatever they're calling it now, and we're going to turn around and head back and hopefully have a massive tailwind. The turtle people. God, I mean, the wind has gotten crazy right down here. I've had to drop 3 gears to keep moving forward. I feel like I'm pedaling up a 20% incline. Crazy. All right. Wow. All right. I am going to take a brief respite, have a little water, stretch my legs for a moment, change the battery, and then we'll make the ride back. See you shortly. There's a beautiful sunrise. Makes me want to stop and take a picture. I think I will. Be right back. All right. See if this ride home is any better wind-wise. Feels better so far. Trash can boys. What's up, guys? Oh, this is a lot nicer ride back. Oh, I spoke too soon. That was a smelly can right there. Hello. Good morning. Whew. Tell you what, I'm riding along here in 7th gear, pedal assist 2, and I'm maintaining like 17, 18 miles an hour. And it's a pretty good cadence that I'm riding. And I'm happy with my progress. I feel like I could keep this pace up for a long time. My only limitation these days as to how far I can ride is my butt. I bought biking shorts. I wear them. I got some chamois cream to help with, prevent chafing. But I even bought a different bike seat. It's got some of the padding and the gel springs or whatever. They didn't really help. I don't know. Been out this long enough that I feel like I start to get to a point where it wouldn't hurt so much. And like, if I take a day off, I usually can string 2-3 days together. But man, that third day of riding, I can get through a 20-mile ride. But the rest of the day sitting, I'm sore the rest of the day and end up taking a day off to let my behind heal and the soreness go away. I'd love to ride every single day. I managed to work in 5 solid rides last week. Got me to 95.5 miles. And then I did another 5 miles yesterday to close the week out. And I got to 100.7, 100.8. So I got another 100-mile weekend. Pretty stoked about that. It's either 3 or 4. I am toying with the idea of doing the American Cancer Society ride for August, which is 300 miles in a month. I think I could do it. 4 weeks in the month of August. I think I could probably do it, but as long as there's no weather, like if we don't get a tropical storm or something come through, I think I could complete it. I'd like to do it just as a sense of accomplishment for myself, Plus, my mom passed away last year to cancer. I lost my dad to cancer. So it would be kind of a nice tribute to the two of them to ride in their honor to do it. I don't know. Chances are I'll do it. Plus you get a nifty little medal if you do it. I think it's funny the way they do the medal, that it's not really based on you complete the mileage. It's you get the medal as long as you meet the donation goal. You get them $25, you'll get the medal. I kind of laughed at that. I'd kind of rather it be you have to finish. On your left. How many more people are out here? It's not nearly as busy as it was Friday. Morning. Oblivious. Red flags, purple flags. Must be jellyfish. Come off of that bridge and build up a little momentum. I have to change gears to keep my cadence. Morning. Oh, so tell me, is the rule for running different than the rules for riding? Like, riding, you ride with the traffic, right? And yet, all the runners seem to run against traffic. Having never been a runner, I don't know. Is that just a thing? You want to run so you can see the car that's about to hit you? Because to be honest with you, I'd rather ride so I can see the car that's about to hit me. Which is strange because I had a conversation, I don't know, a couple of months ago with family, and I felt like growing up, we were always taught to ride against traffic for that particular reason, so that you could see a car coming and either get out of its way or be prepared to move if they were going to hit you. And so I did a little Google search, and it seems like the whole concept of ride with traffic has been around for as long as I've been alive. So I don't know. Morning. And I noticed all the runners seem to run against the grain, which is frustrating when you're cycling with traffic and you're constantly having to swerve in and out of runners. Nothing against runners. If they've got some sort of etiquette. There's clearly a lapse in etiquette across all categories of riders, walkers, runners. You know, if you and your buddy are running down the trail or running down the bike path or whatever, I get it. You want to run next to each other and talk to each other or banter a little bit, but when there's a guy on a bike coming towards you, single file up. Don't make him sit here and try to figure out where you're going to be and how he's going to split you and everything else like that. Move to where you're going to be in the lane and let him make his decision where to pass you. Morning. Don't just weave back and forth through the lane. I got no idea where you're going to be when I get to you. there was a group Friday that came off the beach. There's like 8 of them. And every single one, they spread out like they was in a formation in football. Stop the biker on 3, you know, and they just spread out. And it's like, pick a lane, y'all, you know. I ended up coming to a complete stop. And then I had some choice words. And I'm not saying that's the reason why that video didn't get posted, but it definitely would have gotten bleeped. Or that segment would have been like, oh, we're moving forward into today's progress due to time constraints. On your left. You heard it. I wasn't that mean. I was just kind of like, pick a lane and get in it. Share the road. Good morning. Man, look at me like I was. Well, you get some expressions like, why in the hell are you in my way? On your left. And then you get that. Like, I wasn't going to hit you. I clearly was just letting you know I was passing. I was watching somebody's video the other day. And, you know, he was riding along. Wasn't riding very fast at all. Slowed way down and came up to the pedestrian and was like, hey, how you doing? I'm on your left. And she turned and did that whole pearl clutching thing, like, ah! And even, you know, did the jump back, startled, ah! And he's like, really? And I'm sure that woman went home and said, one of those damn e-bikers nearly ran me over. Scared the living stew out of me. I thought I was going to die. Good morning. Well, Guys, look at the ocean since we're here. All right. All right. We will head home. Might as well cross the road right now when there's no traffic around. Morning. I didn't charge my battery yesterday after my ride, so I started somewhere around like 80%. Gonna pass you on your right, man. Got his AirPods in. He is oblivious. Anyways, my I was gonna say my battery's getting low. Not that it's super low, but it's just kind of like, I don't know, I typically run with my battery gets down to, I'm usually done by the time it gets down to like 40%, 50%. I rarely ever take it down to like 30. I'm down to like 27 now. I'll get home. Just can't use any extra power that I don't need to use. No boosted boy for me. Oh, here comes that barbecue pit again. Here comes the wind again. Why are you pulling further out, huh? Well, I'm gonna block the lane so that damn biker can't get through. This light don't change, I'm gonna run that red light. All right. Morning. I was gonna ride a little bit extra because I think that ride's only like 17 miles back to where I start from. And I'd like to be getting 20 a day. But I don't know. With my battery as low as it is, I might just have to skip that. This is my last big climb where I use the boost a little bit. Help me get up over this little hill. Then it's back into eco mode. Morning. How you doing? Good, good. Have a good run. Morning. I don't know why people aren't nicer. It just takes a half a second to say hello and to wipe the eat shit and die look off of your face. How dare you speak to me? I'm in my own world. Oh. Bought a new mic for my, or a new mount for my 360 cam, and I like it better than the other one, but he wants to rotate on me a little bit. Hey. Keeps dropping down on me a little bit. I wonder if I need to tape that little section of my handlebars with some like grip tape and then clamp onto it, give it a little more friction. It's an odd place for an e-bike to be sitting. All right. I got about 2 miles to go, 20% battery. Should make it. This will definitely be the lowest charge I've ever run my battery down to. Watch all those videos about batteries and battery condition and charging, and where not to charge and how not to charge. And I usually wait until around midnight. I've got a little smart charger and I have it set to where power turns on at midnight and it runs for 3 hours, and that's usually sufficient to get my battery back to 100%. On your left. But you know, I watch these videos that talk about don't charge to 100%. 80 to 20 to 80% is the optimal range on it. Don't store your batteries at 100%. It's like, today's a perfect example of, but don't run your battery under 20%. That's the other thing. Don't run it under 20%. It's too much. That causes issues with the lithium ion cells, and it's like, well, morning. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do in order to get home. But I don't know. And clearly, if I charge to 80%, I ain't getting home. For today's ride anyways. I think what happened on today's ride, though, to be honest with you, is I think I put it in boost mode at one point to go up over that bridge because the wind was so bad and I was fighting the wind, and I think I forgot to take it off for a while, and I ate a lot of battery up doing that probably. we'll get home. Morning. Anyways, well, if we made it this far, thanks for watching. I'm going to wrap up the video here and call it a day. If you enjoyed the video and the channel, consider subscribing, liking the video, and sharing it with some friends. And hit that notify button so the next time I post a video, you can watch it too. Appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.